What's up everybody and welcome back. Today I will be giving some suggestions on boosting weapon proficiency and sword mastery in Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris. Before we get started, I want to thank everyone for the continued support as we add more daily members each day, and I can't thank you guys enough for helping build such a great community. Now let's get started. Alright, so for starters, all sword skills have mastery levels which are based on either 1, 2, or 3 stars, as you guys are seeing right here. Very simply put, in order to increase your sword skill mastery, you must equip and use that sword skill in battle against enemies. The more the sword skill is used, the higher the mastery. Now regarding what this actually means in terms of stats, the level of the sword skill mastery reflects only the power level of the sword skill itself, which ultimately determines how much damage it does. Now in terms of leveling up your sword skill mastery, it's actually going to take quite a lot of playtime and constant use. I am level 49 at the moment with about 60 hours of playtime in and still do not completely have a maxed out sword skill. Unfortunately, it is another one of those things in Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris, similar to weapon proficiency, that just takes a very long time to max out. Alright, next let's talk about weapon proficiency. So as many of you already know, weapon proficiency is a reflection of how often you use a specific weapon in SAO. The more use, the higher the proficiency, the better stats such as accuracy and power, and the more sword skills available. Now considering that there are 9 specific weapon types available, you may find yourself wanting to switch up your play, but need to increase your weapon proficiency first, which can take quite some time. Also, some of the secret sword skills that do the most damage in each skill tree require a weapon proficiency of about 500, so that should also be some good motivation as well. When you first start using a weapon, you may notice that the weapon proficiency levels up pretty fast, and then slowly gets longer and longer, requiring you to grind more. Now what you can do is take an ally that uses the same weapon type and then start using that character as well in battle. Now because weapon proficiency is shared amongst characters, this will increase the amount quite a bit when you're using 2 different characters in battle. You just need to make sure that the other character is constantly attacking. Now as far as which characters use which weapons, I will put a list of those characters and their weapon types in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Also, please note that Kirito is the only character in SAO that uses dual wielding, so this will require you to basically just level it up on your own. Alright, so as far as the method I have been using for increasing my weapon proficiencies and my sword skill masteries, here it is. First, there are a couple of passive skills that we need to unlock, these being Veil of Obscurity, Iron Will, Nimble Feet, and Mental Focus. The goal is to increase our defense a bit, but also increase our evasion as much as possible at the same time, so that way we can dodge most of our enemies' attacks and continue to attack them without needing to step back and waste a bunch of time. Next, determine what weapon you want to increase your weapon proficiency with, and then unlock whatever sword skill it is for that weapon that you wish to work on. For this example, I will be using the Rapier and a couple of sword skills that are added to my sword skill palette. Now next, this may vary for some depending on what level you are, but if you notice it's too hard or the monsters are too easy, you can just adjust it for yourself. But head to Kirito's tent and adjust the game difficulty at his desk. We will be fighting lower level turtles in Cordia Plains, so for this at level 49, I will use the medium difficulty. After this, you can head to Cordia Plains and fast travel to a Marge farmstead or the bonfire to the east. We want to head down into the digging site where the turtles and the ants are at the bottom, and these will be our targets, mainly the turtles. Now the plan is simple: fight the turtles, which have a decent amount of defense already and should take a while to defeat, thus allowing you to just continue attacks and increase your proficiency. Because of your evasion passive traits, you should dodge most of the attacks with the occasional hit here and there, but won't have to worry much about healing, and if so, you can cast a level 1 healing spell to keep your health up. Now in regards to the sword skill mastery, you could simply throw these in the combination of attacks itself, and this will then increase your sword skill mastery. But also, because the turtles are pretty spongy and they have a high defense, you won't be killing the turtles right away, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Now like I said before, you can have an ally in the party such as Asuna for this example, because she uses the Rapier, to actually come with you, and then that way you can increase your proficiency even more. But what I wouldn't recommend is going down there with a full group, because then you're going to be killing it too much. You don't want to do any chain bursts. You're really only focusing on that weapon proficiency and that sword skill mastery. Alright guys, that is my guide on sword skill mastery and weapon proficiency, as well as my suggestion on how to increase those. Now if anybody watching this video has an alternate suggestion, please go ahead and put them in the comments below. I've seen a couple of them online, but I haven't really found any that work as well as this one. But like I said, if you know of a better way, just go ahead and put it in the comments below. Maybe I'll do another video, or maybe I'll just pin that so that way other people know. But overall, if you guys found this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Peace.